Chedi is one of the most famous and well-known
Yeah.
hotel in that segment. But what's so special about the brand, and why are they coming here to Dubai with the first ever residence?
We want to set a new mark of what is the new residential experience.
This is my favorite photo out of everything. Absolutely gorgeous. And the 5 bedrooms, these are about 17,000 square feet. Can you imagine? 17,000 square feet for a duplex 5 bedroom. Comes with its own pool as well.
The finishing, the style, the open plan concept, this is exactly what I love, and this is exactly what the majority of my clients are looking for. Bonjour, hello, welcome back to Deals with Simon. Today we're speaking about the Chedi private residence, and many people are familiar with the Chedi brand, who happens to be an ultra luxury hospitality brand with 10 hotels around the globe, and now they're relocating with the first ever residence here in Dubai. We are looking into an ultra luxury development of 117 residences only, and the most unique USP about the development is definitely the sizes. I mean, the interior design and the sizes together are breathtaking. So stick with me till the end, because I'm going to reveal a very attractive payment plan as well. And today we're shooting together with Heather. Heather is my special guest in this video, and she's the only person that I'm dealing with when it comes to Devmark developments. So let's hop into the video and let's enjoy the action. And there we are in the sales gallery, and as promised, here's my special guest, Heather. Thank you so much for being with us. She's going to introduce us into the brand in the first place, and then later on into the overall USPs of the development. We're going to look at certain layouts, floor plans. We're going to look at the interior design. It's an absolute breathtaking development, as I already explained. Heather, let's start with the brand. Let's start with Chedi. The Chedi is one of the most famous and well-known hotel in that segment. But what's so special about the brand, and why are they coming here to Dubai with the first ever residence?
Okay, so the Chedi brand is all about sophistication and opulence, and you see that through every single one of their builds. And I think it's great that they've chose Dubai to be the home of their first private residence. But you also see this throughout all of their other developments across the world. So they have hotels, hotel residences, not only in China, you have in Saudi Arabia, you have it from Bali, so it's all over the world. But it always embodies the culture and the heritage within their developments. And you see that through these timeless builds. And for Dubai, we have been lucky enough to be gifted the Chedi, the first ever private residence for the Chedi brand here on Sheikh Zayed Road. It's going to be absolutely amazing.
All right, that sounds great. And there's actually a management company behind all those 10 hotels, right?
Yes, GHM.
Stands for?
General Hotel Management. It's a Singaporean brand.
Singaporean brand, nice. All right, and now it's time to actually look into who's behind the brand and who's behind the GHM, because this is a very inspirational person. Let's check it out.
We are culturally connected. We will adapt to where we are in the market. The same is for Dubai for our first residential tower, that we will insert and implement culturally connected elements from a product, from a service delivery, that you feel you're not in London, you're not in Switzerland, you're not in Hong Kong, you actually have arrived in Dubai. A sense of place. We want to set a new mark of what is the new residential experience with our partnerships, with an incredible design.
The design philosophy that we had, they embraced it 100%, and but then on top of that, adding their flavor as well.
Excellent. And now that we've got a better understanding of the brand itself, let's just understand the location of the Chedi private residences. You can see we are positioned right in front of the famous Palm Jumeirah and especially the coastline of Dubai. So when it comes to access to the beach and access to all sorts of water activities, it couldn't be better than that. And number 2, we are right next to the E11, the Sheikh Zayed Road, okay? So the access and the exit from Sheikh Zayed Road is absolutely great here. It only takes you a couple of minutes to actually reach your private residence then. And if you want to go to the next golf course, for example, because you're a golf lover, you're having Emirates Hills right in front of your doorstep, and on the other side, if you want to go to the next shopping mall, for example, the Mall of the Emirates, okay, or on the other side, if you take the Hester Street, D61, and then the E44, you're directly here within a couple of minutes in Dubai Hills to get to the Dubai Hills Mall. So when it comes to being located right in the center core of all the established locations of Dubai, it honestly couldn't be better. Now let's understand the overall development and let's hop into the project presentation. Excellent. And now that you know exactly where we're positioned on the map of Dubai, let's directly hop into the development. So Heather, what we see here in front of us is the beautiful Palm Jumeirah. So you explained in the beginning that the building is built and structured in a way that all the units have the incredible views towards the sea. Would you like to guide us into the development? What's so unique, what's so special about it?
Yeah, because we're positioned on Sheikh Zayed Road, and because of the positioning of all of the units, having that view of not only Palm Jumeirah or Burj Al Arab, I mean, we're expanding the entire city lifeline of Dubai at your doorstep.
Yeah, fantastic. So next render, what we can see here is basically the building from the front side. You see a lot of greenery and stuff. So this is how the building looks then. We can see like a lot of podiums here as well, right?
Yeah,
so the podium floor, the amenities deck, for example, is already quite elevated.
So you have about 18 meters of elevation just to that top podium, to the 5th floor.
18 meters.
18 meters.
Wow. So even from the pool, you have incredible views.
Yeah.
Got it? Okay, now we're speaking directly about the amenities. We already mentioned it. So we have basically 3 amenities floors, right?
Yes. You have the ground social, the resort social, and then the sky social.
Let's hop into it, what we can find here. This is the ground social.
So on the ground social, what you're going to have is you're going to have your entrance lobby, right? But you're also going to have the first ever private Chedi restaurant. That's private to only the residents.
Nice. I love that. What else do we have here?
All right, so you're also going to have your valet, of course. So the Chedi, what they do is they will start to learn your timetable. So for you, if you go to work at 8 o'clock in the morning, the valet will have your car ready for you 8 o'clock in the morning, every single morning that they know you're going to work.
Nice. It's the same experience like being in the hotel, although you're in a private residence, but you're getting the same service, it's the same experience, right?
Exactly.
Got it? Okay, incredible. Then we have the, wow, this is the lobby, right? 5-meter ceilings, explain to me.
Yes, complete lobby area, and you can see right through these doors. These are the boomerang doors that leads you straight into the restaurant.
Fantastic, great. What do we have here? Basically, this is the interior design. You can already see how does it look like from the inside, right?
It's very clean, it's very simple, which is what I like. This embodies elegance to me.
Then we have the ground social.
The ground social, so you're not only going to have your coffee shop here, you're going to have the restaurant here as well. Again, that valet service that I spoke about earlier, that's all on the ground social.
Got it, perfect. Then what we have here is the resort social.
Yeah, so on the resort social, this is going to be on top of the 5th level podium, all right? You're going to have a 60-meter lagoon pool that's overlooking Sheikh Zayed, which you'll have phenomenal views from there. You're also going to have the Chedi Spa. For those of them who know the Chedi, always come and ask if there's a Chedi Spa. Yes, we do have it. But then we also have the owner's cinema as well.
Beautiful, great. Then what do we have here? This, oh my God, look at this. I mean, the ceiling heights here and the amount of light, natural light coming in here during the day, absolutely breathtaking, right?
Absolutely.
Got it? Okay, this is the pool which you mentioned.
This is my favorite photo out of everything.
Yeah.
This is just a section of that 16-meter pool out in front. And in the background, you can see the double height gym in the background.
Got it. Here's the gym, and then you see the cabanas here on the side. Okay, great experience as you can see here. Then this is the spa.
Yes, this is a Chedi Spa.
Wow, amazing. And then we have a club wellness here. You can see here the gym as well. Okay,
There will also
fantastic.
be 2 paddle courts here, and then you have the Sky Socials. This is adults only. You'll have your infinity pool with all of those breathtaking views up there. So you'll be able to see the entirety of the Palm. You'll be able to see Burj Al Arab. But not only that, you'll have a walk-in humidor. You'll also have the Omasaki dining experience up there.
Nice. Which floor is that?
This one is on top of the 52nd floor.
52nd floor. Nice, perfect. Whoa, here's a render for it.
Yeah.
We can basically imagine it. So this is in the adults only pool, the infinity pool here. You can see even the Burj Al Arab. You can see here the Palm. Wow. Incredible. And now let's come to the residences, which is basically my favorite, because what we find here is a limited collection of 117 ultra luxury residences, starting from a massive 2 beds all the way up to an 8-bedroom triplex mansion, which we're going to reveal in a moment. But let's dive into it. So what we can see here directly is the design, the interior design, and you can see the open plan, the floor to ceiling windows. You mentioned like 3 meters, 3.2 meters?
3.1 meters, and then you have the iconic skyline as your backdrop
Wow.
in each one of these homes.
This tower has 3 times less people than any other tower. It's the openness of the space. Even when you look at the layouts, we really put very big couches and lounges within the layout so that we can feel the space compared to typical developers where you have the smaller furniture so the plans look big. We really want to give openness. I mean, even in our offices here, we love to give space to our staff. Why? Because it improves the quality of life.
Sometimes it's very difficult to bring a community into a high-rise tower. It wasn't something that we'd seen in Dubai before. In terms of the size of the units, the thought process behind it, we could see it was a proper, well thought out end user product where people are starting to say, what are the materials? Let's scrutinize floor plans. Let's understand space efficiency.
Amazing. Let's start directly with the 2 and 3 bedrooms. You can see where they are positioned basically. And this is the 2 bedroom. So we can see all the beautiful renders right in front of us. We can see the walk-in closet, the master bathroom. It's absolutely gorgeous. But Heather, I want to focus on one more thing, which is the floor plan, the layout. I mean, I've barely seen something like that. We're looking at a 2-bedroom apartment, okay, of 3,500 square foot plus.
Yeah.
What is this, Heather?
It's like a villa in the sky. I mean, you have extra maze rooms, you have 2 bedrooms. This is what we're looking at right now. So this is the 2 bedroom. They're both centrally located, all right? And you'll see that the 02 and the 03, they each have their own personal lift. So everybody who is a 02 series, they each have their own lift. They'll have a private lobby for themselves. But not only that, is that both bedrooms have access to this large terrace that's 5 meters deep. And if you look at even the dressing rooms, that is over 300 square feet just for your dressing room alone.
That's fantastic. But let's move on to the 3 beds, Heather. Why? Because the 3 bed is my favorite product in the overall development in terms of price to value ratio, right?
Yeah.
So let's look at the interior again. I mean, we can see a smooth, clear line over all the units. It doesn't change really. It's just like super, super stunning. It's exactly my personal taste as well. But let's look at the floor plan, the layout again. I mean, the size is massive and the layout, how it is basically tailored is absolutely amazing, because my favorite is definitely the 04 layout. So let's focus on the floor plan here on the right side of the 04 layout, which has views to the Burj Al Arab and the Palm Jumeirah.
Yeah, absolutely. So the 04 layout, these will have unobstructed views from this angle because the building next to us is relatively low. It's only a ground floor building, right? So you have unobstructed views from this way, which opens up that view of Burj Al Arab. But not only that, you have your terrace in the front and you also have a balcony in the back. So you have your master bedroom shifted towards the front with those gorgeous iconic views, and then you have 2 of the bedrooms, whether they're for your kids, your guests, those are shifted towards the back. But not only this, you have a back of the house kitchen in here, you have a walk-in safe, which is something I haven't seen here in Dubai.
Got it, got a walk-in safe. That sounds amazing. Then we have the 4 beds. Here with the 4 bed, I mean, interior is beautiful, but size again, here with the floor plan, we can see it absolutely massive, 7,400 square foot. And especially they have a sky garden here, right? So it's basically like a huge terrace if you want so.
Yeah. Exactly. And again, you'll have your private lobby as soon as you enter in, that back of the house kitchen. Each one of your bedrooms has, again, that iconic view. So the 4 bedrooms, since they're centrally located, and the lifts are shifted towards the back of the building, enhancing everybody's views of the front.
Yeah.
That each one of your bedrooms for the 4 bedrooms will have access to that terrace.
Wow, beautiful. Everything is oriented towards the sea, the coastline. Okay, got it. And here we find now, oh my God, we find the 6 individual signature duplex units, okay? These are absolutely massive. 5 bedrooms we have here. I mean, look at these double height ceilings. We're speaking about what, 6 meters here? 5 meters?
Yeah, it's about 6.5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Okay, then they come obviously with the pool here on the side. We can see that clearly. This is another render. This is the dining room here. Everything is very open plan, huge space, natural light coming in. And you can see how high they actually are positioned, because here is the next tower in front of us. Okay, beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely gorgeous. And the 5 bedrooms, these are about 17,000 square feet. Can you imagine 17,000 square feet for a duplex 5 bedroom? Comes with its own pool as well. These are absolutely magnificent. And there's only 2 of these per the floors of the 5 bedrooms.
The word luxury grossly overused in Dubai, and especially when people use the word affordable luxury. I'm sure you can link the 2 together. I think for me, who the buyer is going to be is a discerning buyer. Somebody who can look at the thought process behind everything. A person who knows the brand will immediately see the differences.
We have the 6 bedroom duplex penthouse, they call it Sky Mansion, okay? Incredible product. When I saw this the first time, when I looked at the floor plan as well, I was blown away. But let's look at the interior. I mean, here, oh my God. Duplex, obviously, then we have the double height ceilings. Look how open it actually is.
I mean, just to have this as your backdrop, as soon as you wake up in the morning, this is beautiful. This is what Dubai is all about.
Absolutely, fantastic. You can see here, similar style with the sky garden, with the pool here. Okay, great. And this is the particular floor plan, the layout.
Yeah.
This is massive. 23,700 square foot.
It's amazing.
Okay.
It's amazing.
Absolutely fantastic. And then, last but not least, the pinnacle mansion, the triplex. This is a product which I have barely seen. We're speaking about a product here, okay? I'm not going to reveal it. Just look at the pictures in the first place, and then let's look at the floor plan. 8 bedroom penthouse. What is, from your perspective, so unique and so special about this product?
I mean, not only is it 8 bedroom, you have over 33,000 square feet over a triplex. But not only that as well, you have, again, because this is embodying all of those breathtaking views, you have all of those views that are unobstructed in front of you.
Yeah, wow. You already revealed it actually, because I wanted to keep the 33,000 square foot for the surprise when we look at the floor plan. Oh, it's all fine. I mean, wow. You have a private spa, you have a private gym.
You have a private gym.
Okay.
You even have a private pool house up here as well. You'll have a steam room inside of your shower. It's absolutely magnificent. This is another level.
This is really another level. I've barely seen a product like this, honestly speaking. I mean, this is ultra luxury, obviously, right? But when we come to the prices later on, it will be completely stunned because I was really surprised positively. And here we have the particular floor plan. We can see it very clearly. It's on the 50, 51st and 52nd floor.
Yes.
Spans over 3 floors. And on top of that 52nd floor, there we find the final amenities.
Yeah.
The sky, what is it called?
The Sky Garden.
The Sky Garden, got it. Okay, fantastic, great. And this is basically a summary what you can find here in terms of amenities. On the right side here, the services. We've even spoken about the services. Just let's summarize the services, what we can find here and what we can get here.
Yeah, so it's very much ran like a hotel, but it's a private residence. So some of the services that you will get, of course, you'll have your valet, your 24-hour security, everything like this, but you'll also have an alteration service. So if you need your suit tailored, if you need your trousers hemmed a bit, they will go ahead and do everything for you. If you need your plants to be watered, they will come into your home, water your plants. There's even housekeeping here. That's a core service. Housekeeping as a core service, I would love to have this.
Yeah, it's mostly a la carte
Yes.
in all the other developments. Okay, that's fantastic. What a beautiful product. And now I want to move on to another USP, which is their payment plan, because this is an absolute great opportunity from an investment point of view. Okay, so stick with me and let's look at this. Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you into a 65-35 post-handover payment plan. Yes, you heard me right. We're speaking about a post-handover payment plan here. And this is rarely the case in the year 2025 in Dubai's real estate market #1, but definitely not available anywhere here in the ultra-luxury segment or in the branded residences segment, okay? Post-handover basically means that 30 months after the building is actually completed, you can continue your installments of the remaining 35%, okay? This is absolutely incredible in terms of the financial planning. And when we look into the price, just have an understanding of what's available out there. When we look at this particular comparison sheet right now, okay, we find an average price per square foot of 3,000 to 5,000 dirhams per square foot in this segment of products. So we're speaking about Mr. C, for example, a branded residence, or we're speaking about the Shoba S Tower, okay? These are all luxurious developments. And for a certain period of time, okay, for a limited timeline, we will get a price per square foot here in the Chedi private residences of below 3,000. So you can do the math on it, you can do the calculation, which is absolutely fantastic. However, once we reach a certain point in this development, okay, from April 2025 onwards, the price per square foot will reach a certain level and will be elevated. This is extremely important for you to understand because this is how off-plan investments in Dubai work, okay? It's all about the right timing, and I'm explaining this topic in a separate video as well. But for now, please have that on your mind, okay? Post-handover payment plan and a very attractive price per square foot for this particular time, and later on it turns into an exceptional end-user product.
Give the customer what they want. And I think it's a recipe of success. I think, and I've proven and I've seen this being 35 years plus in the business. So I think it just works.
Yes, it absolutely works. And now I'd like to sum up the video with my top 3 USPs of this incredible project. Number 1. The large and generous sizes of every single unit. Look, it's very rare, unusual to find a 2-bedroom apartment in Dubai's real estate market of a starting size of 3,500 square foot plus. Okay, this is absolutely amazing. It goes all the way up to 33,000 square foot for the pinnacle mansion, the 8-bedroom triplex. Now, this is number 1. Number 2. Definitely the post-handover payment plan, which I mentioned right now, okay? 65, 35, 30 months post-handover is a steal deal. You cannot find it anywhere else. And when we identify a couple of investment strategies, okay, it gets really incredible and you can really leverage on your equity. And number 3, my personal favorite, the interior design, okay? I mean, the finishing, the style, the open plan concept, this is exactly what I love, and this is exactly what the majority of my clients are looking for when it comes to those kind of products for themselves. Excellent, and whenever we reach this particular point of the video, it's obviously time to take action. Look, I've given you all the USPs, I've given you a complete presentation of this phenomenal product, and now it's time to actually schedule a consultation call. Click the link below this particular video, okay? Fill out the form, give me some upfront information for you to prepare myself for an awesome meeting, which is highly informative and which is extremely valuable for you to not only discuss this particular product, but to discuss several other topics as well, and in order to define the perfect strategy for you. So with that being said, click the link below, okay? Fill out the form, let's have a call, and I'll see you on the other side, and see you in Dubai.